Hey guys, it's MG255. I'm here to talk about Persona Strikers 5. Well, Persona 5 Strikers, my bad, got another message. But I finished the game yesterday, story-wise, so I'm just doing like quests I didn't get to do. Because there's certain things I want to get, and then also, if you want to basically do one of those New Games Plus where you carry all your data, there's a quest that I have to complete. That it means fighting the Green Reaper. Haven't seen him yet since 5, but it's gonna be cool fighting him. I know it's gonna be a tough battle because damn sure Persona 5 it was a tough battle. So I just want to talk about the game a little bit in my personal review. For all of those, like I said on my last video when I did this, when I was doing a live stream of Persona Strikers, I just want to tell you guys, listen, if you're not into turn-based games, just watch somebody's gameplay of the whole thing, you know, cutscenes and all. It's a great story. It's amazing. I'm happy that they did make the sequel because I just felt like, me personally, I connected with this game story-wise and just all the character developments. It was just amazing to see how the bond with all these cats grows to something amazing. But yeah, so there are some good things and there's some takeaways in this game. So I'm just gonna start with the takeaways. So one of the things that you can't really do in this game is the dating mechanic. So everyone who played Persona 5, they knew, hey, you could be in multiple relationships, even with teachers and a doctor. But right in this game, you can't. So, you know, all that romance for Joker, that's kind of dead. Which sucks because it was kind of cool how it all built up. And at the end, well, if you did the whole ending instead of the bad ending, you know, at the end where it was Valentine's Day, and if you had multiple girlfriends and you didn't spend time with all of them in just one, they was all gonna come at you. So hopefully you did pick the right sequence of events so you didn't get, you know, your hiney whacked. But it is what it is. So that was a takeaway. Another takeaway that I see also was kind of sucks is, so I had to go in the original Persona 5 just to double check because the diffusions, and I'm probably gonna get there in a moment, and probably in a little while. So with the fusions, you don't really have a free fall with it like in the original 5, where like, hey, if I want to get a Persona that's level 50, I gotta make sure Joker's level 50 to unlock it. Now, in Persona 5 Strikers, you have to basically meet requirements where if you're doing a fusion with 2 Personas, they have to be in a certain level. So that's kind of definitely a takeaway for me personally, because now I have to grind a little bit harder to get that Persona to a certain level if I want to get it fused. So let me just show an example here. I named my character Jin. So for Seth, I had to make the 2 fusible characters at level 45 in order to get him. And it wasn't too bad because I had a lot of points. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll probably get there in a few minutes. I'm just doing a quest. But yeah, it just takes away because it's like, damn, it used to make fusion so simple. Now it's like I gotta grind a little bit more. It is what it is. I guess because of the style of play, they felt like it was achievable. But there's some personas I really don't care to use. But you know, those are my top takeaways. It's just, well, the dating mechanic, it was just fun, you know, for us to have fun. And I kind of missed the sequence where you go by days, like, but you know, it helps too. And now let me get to the good parts about it. So when you did a mission in Persona 5, when you had to go to somebody's palace and change their heart, you basically had a deadline to do it. And if you didn't achieve it in that certain deadline, basically you'll get a bad ending. I've never got to those endings because I've always tried to knock it out in a day or two so I can focus on, raising up Joker status or raising up a bond for evolving their personas. And that's another thing I don't think is in this game, is the fact that the personas could evolve. I haven't really read into it. The only thing I've read into it was basically the save play into a new game. And I've also read into some other stuff, but I didn't really dug deep into seeing if the personas can evolve, just like the original one. It would suck if it couldn't, but I don't think that's happening. So, what else was I saying? Oh yeah, the good things. So, when you have to go to a palace to change somebody's heart, like I said, you had a deadline. If you didn't achieve that deadline, basically, that's the end. Get into the bad ending. And Persona 5 Strikers, you don't have to worry about that. And another thing that intertwines with that is when you go into a palace, pretty much you know how it goes from, because usually you go to a palace after school. And after that, you go to the palace or you go to Mementos. Basically, your body couldn't take it, so that's it for the day. Well, good news about this is, if you go to a jail, you basically go in and out as much as time as you want without your body getting fatigued. So there's really, and you don't got to worry about a deadline, so it's pretty cool that they kind of took that out, because, I know it could be a little bit, anxiety-wise, because like, dang, I got to knock all this out. But to me, I knock it out ASAP so I can have fun. Because I used to love, doing the little answer-ins, the midterms and all that for Joker, because it was fun. Building up his character too, with going to the movie theaters, all those other extra activities, it makes the game so enjoyable and fun. Can't really do that here, which kind of sucks. It's kind of basically like, they go to one jail, defeat a monarch, go to the next city, and do basically the same thing. But at the end of the day, I'm a fan of the series, so I'll take it as it is. And I know a lot of people who's basically fans of the Persona 5 series, they'll probably think the same. But personally, that's my review pretty much of the game. It's definitely still worth it without those factors in the game, because it's Persona 5. Like, they actually made the sequel. And for those who don't know, this game was originally released in Japan before it came to the US. So it's fun. I'm happy that the fact that he was able to do that. I'm hoping that there's a third part into this, because like I said, I'm a big fan of the series. I really connected with it. I love the characters. I love the character development. I really love the fact that Futaba has definitely have gone outspoken now. Definitely happy, especially for what happened to her originally. I hope we could get more of we'll see anything happens to Sophie. I don't really care for Ichinose for what she did, but you know what? All is forgiven. Let me see something here. Alright, I'm picking up with the times. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna have to cut this review short. This is my first one. I wanted to, make it look fancy, but with everything I got going on, I can't really do what I need to do. But I'll probably do another one. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you got any questions, just hit me up and I'll get a chance to respond. Peace out, folks.